Hello, kumusta? Welcome to Dash of Spices. On this video, I'm going to show you how I made this coconut chicken with moringa and squash, or maybe it's kind of like a stew. So let's name it like coconut chicken stew with moringa and squash. Or in the Philippines, we could call this as Ginataang Manok with malunggay and kalabasa. Okay everyone, this is the coconut milk that I recommend that you could use when you create a coconut dish, or even whatever dish that you need, like that fresh coconut milk texture. I think this brand is the closest to it. This is not a sponsored video, but I have tried a different brand, and so far this one is the closest. This is called coconut milk. I know there's a lot of type of coconut milk that are bottled or like canned here in the US that are sold here in the US. In the Philippines, we don't have coconut milk or coconut cream. We have first squeeze or second squeeze, which is more like you add a little bit of water. So it's not the same as right here that you have a combination of coconut milk to a coconut cream. And this one is called coconut milk. This is more like a dairy use, and I normally use this with my coffee, but I don't use this for cooking. No, not at all. I use this one because, again, this is the most closest pure coconut milk you could get here in America that is canned.
Now let's get started, and here's our ingredients. Chicken drumsticks. You could also use chicken thighs. This is 1 pound chicken drumsticks. Also malunggay or moringa. If you check out my other video, which I provided a link below, there's a lot of benefits of moringa. Also, this is a butternut squash, or it's called kalabasa. Red onions and some garlic. And here is the coconut milk. I recommend using this brand. You could get this at the Asian market or any Asian market available in your area. Make sure you shake it well, because it tends to, the fatty cream of the coconut milk, it tends to set on the top of the can. So make sure you just give it a little shake before you use it. Now, using a warm skillet, or a pan or a pot, whatever you want to use. I'm using an avocado oil. You could use any oil. I recommend avocado oil or some olive oil because it's healthier for you, or coconut oil if you have coconut oil. When the oil is ready, cook the chicken. You're going to cook the chicken 5 minutes each side until they're lightly brown. So you're just going to cover this and let it cook. And while the chicken is cooking, here's the spices that we're going to use. We have bay leaves. We have ground black pepper, garlic pepper, garlic salt. Now just flip that chicken on the other side and let it cook again for 5 minutes. When the chicken is done, just remove it from the pan and set it aside. Now we're going to cook the garlic. Cook the garlic until they're lightly brown. And now add the onions. Add the onions and cook both garlic and onions until they're lightly brown. Add the kalabasa or the squash. The squash tends to cook really long time, so I recommend cooking the kalabasa first before adding the rest of the ingredients. Cover it and let it cook for 3 to 5 minutes. Then add the cooked chicken or the brown chicken, and then add the coconut milk. And with that can, just add 2 to 3 tablespoons of water and mix it, and they'll kind of dilute whatever left on that can. Add the bay leaves and season it with garlic pepper, black ground pepper, garlic salt. On this type of spices, this is really up to you. You could adjust the taste. It depends on your liking. If you want it too salty, you could always add more salt, but I like using garlic salt. Just give it a little stir and cook this on medium heat for about 10 minutes. Coconut tends to boil really fast, so keep an eye on it. And when it starts boiling, all you have to do is remove the lid and give it a little stir. Just like that. Cooking a coconut dish, you can't walk away from it, so you kind of watch it out. But any coconut dish always tastes good. I don't know about you guys, but I love coconut. Any coconut dish, any dish that are cooked with coconut. The house actually smells so good every time I cook a coconut dish. Just continue giving it a stir every time it boils. Give it a taste. And then once you're satisfied with your taste, cover it again and let it cook for 5 to 10 minutes. Just keep an eye on it. And now that should be done. Turn the heat off and add the moringa or the malunggay. You're just going to let the heat from the sauce cook the malunggay because malunggay or moringa tends to cook really fast. And now you're just going to cover this and it should be ready to serve. And here you go. There is the Ginataang Manok with malunggay at Kalabasa, or it's coconut chicken stew with moringa and squash. The squash makes the sauce really thick, so you don't need to add a cornstarch or anything. Squash and coconut milk are a good combination. The squash makes the sauce thicker.
Alright guys, I hope you like this video. Again, give it a thumbs up if you do, and if you haven't subscribed, again, subscribe to our channel. I know I've asked you that many times. If you like that video and if you want to recreate the dish, if you have questions about the dish, just leave me a comment down below and I'll try to answer it. And there's a lot of coconut dish recipe in this YouTube channel. You could browse around, but this recipe that I made, it's very easy, it's very simple. It's very easy to follow. I made it as quick as possible because I'm a busy mom. So if I could create a special, unique, authentic dish within 30 minutes, that's good enough for me. So thank you guys for watching. Again, I'll see you next time. Thanks for watching. Dash of Spices. Ciao.